good. So,
Are you here tonight? Tell us that hello.
I will.
Okay. Pleasure. Good to see you.
Good seeing you too.
A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Tonight, I will be your fool. 10 years ago, a new principal started here at Central A&M High School. Our son Paul joined the class of 2025. He was in the third grade rooms down here at Gregory. I remember shortly after we moved here, as I got to know the personalities of this class, I dropped to my knees and prayed. Oh, my Lord, give me strength. Help this class get through the next 10 years. I promise that if you do that, if you provide that, I will have nothing left. And now, these goofy little kids are the ones we're celebrating tonight. Good evening to all of Raider Nation. It's time to begin this celebration of the 33rd graduating class from Central A&M High School. Before we advance, I thank the incredible faculty, staff, and all the community members at Central A&M and in Raider Nation for being there for our Raiders each step of the way. From preschool all the way through the 12th grade, we have a staff who truly cares for each student and will do whatever is possible to empower and celebrate each one. Now we will begin with a real prayer. At this time, I call forward Senior Griffin Adrian, who will offer our invocation.
Dear God, we are for the graduating class. Guide us in our future decisions and give us the discipline to live the life that you want for us, God. We ask that you would give us the resiliency to overcome the hardships that this world will bring. Be with us as this next chapter of our lives begins, and lead us to have an impact on the lives of the people we meet, and to give back to the community that has given so much to us. I pray this in your Son's holy name. Amen.
Each year, the senior choir members have the option of singing the national anthem to open graduation. Tonight, we welcome forward Becca Dunnicky and Jackie Moore. Everyone, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
What so proudly we
seniors must earn a grade point average of at least 3.46 throughout their high school years. They are wearing red and black cords. Those seniors also in National Honor Society are wearing gold cords. We will announce the seniors who have graduated with honors and then announce their parents. We ask both the students and parents stand to be honored and remain standing until all are named. Please hold your applause until all are announced. The following members of the class of 2025 are hereby certified as graduates with honors. Logan Michael Garcia, son of Melissa Garcia and Ben and Kim Garcia. Drew Henry Gerhold, son of John and Kathy Gerhold. Gwyneth Claire Hardeman, daughter of Tim and Jen Hardeman. Jacob Michael Harris, son of Shannon and April Bitter. Miley Jean Sieben, daughter of Matt and Melissa Sieben. Titan Lynn Traster, son of Terry and Amber Traster, and Corey and Amanda Thomas. Join us in honoring the members of the class of 2025 graduating with honors. To graduate with high honors, a senior must maintain a grade point average of at least 3.745 throughout high school. They are wearing red and black cords as well as gold tassels. Those seniors in the National Honor Society are also wearing gold cords. We ask both students and parents stand to be honored and remain standing until all are named. Please hold your applause until all are announced. The following members of the class of 2025 are hereby certified as graduates with high honors. Griffin Blaine Adrian, son of Melvin and Don Adrian. Kennedy Marie Dial, daughter of Jim Dial and Nicole Dial. Becca Deanna Gunnicky, daughter of Jim and Jennifer Gunnicky. Lainey Michelle Gunnicky, daughter of Jim and Jennifer Gunnicky. James Thomas Jenkins, son of Kelly and Amy Jenkins. Sylvia Ann Lauer, daughter of Roger and Fran Lauer. Jacqueline Michelle Moore, daughter of Donald and Jennifer Moore. Jocelyn Michelle Moore, daughter of Donald and Jennifer Moore. Natalie Marie Myers, daughter of Jason Myers. Sean Thomas Myers, son of Tom and Amy Myers. Holly Renee Parody, daughter of Jason and Susie Parody. Peyton Jean Schindler, daughter of Chad and Dale Schindler. Trinity Monique Sloan, daughter of Monica Sloan. Avery Michael Smith, son of Justin and Heather Smith. Kyla Brianne Smith, daughter of Will and Holly Smith. Brandon Scott Waller, son of Richard and Janet Waller. Join us in honoring the members of the class of 2025, graduating with high honors. athletic trainer. At the senior awards breakfast, Lindy received several scholarships to help further her education. This past season in basketball, she was a unanimous first team All Central Illinois Conference team member and named MVP among other awards. She also was a team MVP in track. Her overall representation earned her the Central Illinois Conference Student Athlete Award and the Central A&M Top Athlete Award. Faith is an important part of Lindy's life. She's happily served as an FCA leader as well as a girls' Bible study leader. She's also a member of the service-based youth group 1NC. After graduation, Lindy will attend Milligan University, where she will study nursing. She will also play basketball for the Big Blue. She plans to pursue a career as a cardiothoracic ICU nurse. I'm proud to announce this year's salutatorian, Lindy Woods.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, graduates of 2025. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lindy Woods. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as your salutatorian of the class of 2025 for Central A&M. As I sat down to begin writing my speech, I had no idea what to write about. I mean, no one can top Philip's speech from last year. But I realized I get the opportunity to talk to my class and about my class. And the only way I am able to speak before everyone today is because of those who have helped me along the way. So Drew, I'm sorry, but this speech will not be as short as you would like. My biggest thank you goes to God. He helped me through all the highs and all the lows. He showed us how He works in mysterious ways for the better. He showed that He will never leave us no matter how difficult the situation is. I believe in the saying, God gives the hardest battles to the toughest soldiers. Our class represented that. We were faced with one of the toughest battles in 2022 when we lost a classmate, Keegan Burton. That loss left a space in our hearts and in our homes. And while no one could truly capture what that meant, I know we will carry his memory with us today and always. As a reminder of how precious life is and how strong we are when we come together. Sorry. So I asked our class, what were some of your favorite memories of Keegan? His teammates said basketball. If you knew Keegan, he was known for his basketball skills. Someone else said 1v1ing while waiting for the country bus. Others said musicals, the get-together, the late-night games, the late-night drives, and the conversations. His classmates also talked about his attitude. They said how they loved how he was the class clown, could always make you laugh, and never failed to brighten your day. Even though he was a typical teenage boy, he had a sweet, caring, and kind soul. So thank you, Keegan, for showing us all how to live life to the fullest. To our teachers, thank you for every lesson, every after-school or before-school conversation, and every time y'all believed in us, even if we didn't believe in ourselves. Y'all truly made an impact on our lives, and we will forever carry your lessons, not the actual school lessons, with us throughout our lives. You all have shaped not just our minds, but our futures. To our coaches, thank you for how you have all pushed us to be more tough, more focused, and more disciplined. You guys gave up your time and family to be with us, coaching the late nights and the early mornings. You kept practices fun and games competitive. You taught us lessons we can pass down to our kids. To Sarah, thank you for accepting me as one of your own. Thank you for all the late night conversations, the times I stayed at your house late, even on a school night, and always leaving the door open for me. Also, thank you for teaching me a valuable life lesson. Never forget the milk when cooking. To Dutch, thank you for going out of your way to relearn Greek out for me. Without your help, I probably wouldn't be standing here today. You stayed up when I knew you wanted to go to bed, just to help me understand the math fully. To Coach Williams, thank you for being there for me in a way no one else could be. You were my teacher, coach, the person I TA'd for, and my school mom. You always greeted me with a smile, followed by a, "Hi, how's your day going?" And no matter the day you were having, you showed me how to love life and celebrate the little things. To Paige, thank you for putting up with me for 4 years. No matter how big of a pain in the butt I was, you always found a way to tolerate me, especially during football season. You were the person I ran to when I had exciting news or I needed someone to talk to. You showed me how fun life can be once you stop caring what others think. To my grandparents, thank you for all the wisdom you have shared over the years. You guys were always there cheering me on. I always saw you guys sing at the late games or the early morning games. Your support meant everything to me, and I cannot express how lucky I am to have to say how supportive you all were. To my dad, thank you for never making me cry at the kitchen table over homework, although you probably didn't understand it either. Thank you for always cheering me on, even if it wasn't vocally. You were my biggest supporter that I never noticed who wasn't there to support me. Thank you for always protecting me and showing me the love that I can never find in anyone else. To my mom, who I would physically not be here if it wasn't for you, thank you for being the strongest person I know. You gave up countless hours and sacrifices to make sure all 4 people were happy. You were always cheering me on and always being truthful on how I performed. You were the person who was always there no matter my emotion. You showed me how beautiful my faith was and how my beauty goes deeper than the surface. I hope to become half the wife, mother, and Mimi you are. And lastly, to my classmates, thank you for all walking this road with me. It wasn't a highway, but more of a country road. There were bumps and curves, but we always stuck together. We laughed together, cried together, struggled together, and celebrated together. And although we were all going different directions, we all share one place, one family, and one home, Central A&M. The place we created memories, friendships, and a community. Now that my thank yous are done, who in here has said, I can't wait? Raise your hand. I know everyone has. Maybe I can't wait for recess, or I can't wait for lunch. Maybe it was I can't wait for my season to be over, or for most graduates here today, I can't wait to graduate. We spend most of our time focusing on the future or what is in the past, but we forget to truly live in the moment. No matter what has brought us in today, whether it be family, friend, faculty, or graduate, we have all been guilty of not living in the moment. It is easy to be caught up in all the deadlines, tests, to-do list, or the fear of being found without your goggles. Thinking once we have it all, we will finally truly be happy. But as we chase after all these things, we easily forget to be present in the moment. The moments that are happening now are the ones that truly matter. The thing is, life is precious. The days, the laughters, the cry, and even the struggle. They add up to create memories. You may think you have all the time in the world, but there is something I have learned. Time waits for no one. As we go out into the world, we are not guaranteed anything. Life is always unpredictable, and that is okay. It's okay to not have the answer, and it's okay to not know. But these small moments will become the memories we cherish forever.
Mr. Brown did not forget a page.
You can't tell I'm a little nervous. Okay. Anyway, we are lucky to get to be here today. We are lucky we earned something that is supposed to be the best time of our lives. We say we can't wait to become older, but we forget that right now it's the time we get to be teenagers. Graduates, take a look around in the gym. Our future will arrive, but we will never get to live in this moment again. We struggle to realize just how important some moments are until they are memories we are sharing with our kids. So here's my challenge to all of you. Take time to look around and savor the moments before they become memories. Take the risk, be confident, and make new friends. Our lives were not meant to be lived safe. It was made for us to experience. Embrace the chaos because at the end of the day, it's not about grades, the titles, the awards, or the success. It's about living without regret and creating memories that will last a lifetime. So be present in the moment. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Here's to living life fully, taking the risks, and most importantly, never taking a moment for granted again. Thank you.
At this time, we ask our senior band members to join the concert band. Our senior band members include Griffin Adrian, Paul Brown, Becca Dunnicky, Jacob Harris, and Kyle Smith. will perform the selection titled Yorkshire Ballad by James Barnes. Here is the Central A&M High School Concert Band with Yorkshire Ballad. He's an Illinois State Scholar and also a member of the National Honor Society. He competed as a member of the successful Academic Challenge Team, and Paul finished high school with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Paul involved himself in Central A&M as well. He was on the Principal's Advisory Council, played in the band, and participated in FFA all 4 years. He enjoyed his time this year as a 5th grade role model. He played football, basketball, and baseball all 4 years, and if you count his pre-high school days, he was the super water boy and manager who coached his basketball Raiders from 3rd through 8th grade. At the Senior Awards Breakfast, Paul earned several scholarships to help further his education. He's earned top math and Spanish student and top FFA GPA. He has earned all Central Conference honors in both football and baseball. This past football season, he was named team MVP for offensive line and defensive line and linebackers. He was also the Raider Award winner in basketball. His overall representation earned Paul the Central Illinois Conference Student Athlete Award and the Central A&M Top Athlete Award. He also played the trombone in honor band. Paul relies on his faith as a guiding light in his life. He was involved as a leader in the Central A&M FCA and participated in the men's book study. He will serve on his 3rd Catholic Heart Work Camp mission trip this summer. He also served on a 1NC mission trip. He's a member of the St. Mary's Youth Group and is an altar server at St. Francis. Paul will attend Illinois Central College in East Peoria and study engineering science in the honors program with an emphasis on chemistry. Paul will also play baseball for the Cougars. He plans to pursue a career in chemical engineering. Now, if you want to know the real story, you can see me afterwards, and I'll tell you a lot more. I'm very proud, very, very proud, to announce the valedictorian of this year's class, Paul Brown.
4 years ago, we embarked on a journey together. We were awkward, immature, unsure of ourselves, and blind to what the future held. We had no idea what high school would be like. Were we going to make new friends? Were we going to like our teachers? Were we going to find our voices or become leaders? Whatever the experience was, it was unknown, and we were all excited to discover it together. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. This was a place where people wanted to see us succeed, a place where learning was second nature and happening all around us, a place that turned us into athletes, scholars, artists, and our own individuals. Central A&M nurtured us, molded us into the people we didn't think we were capable of being. But it wasn't the place itself that did all of that. It was the moments and special people that touched our hearts and lit a flame within us. This school was a place that for many days we didn't want to come to. A place that made the days go slow, but the months and the years go by too fast. With tests and homework and papers to write, it was boring and long. However, we will miss this place now. It's the end of talking to your friends at your locker, walking to class with people, and messing around in class. All the great times in sports or clubs have passed. All the laughing, the crying, and the stress all came together to get us here tonight. Tonight, all the memories of those specific moments are flooding over you. And throughout the next week, we will realize that we will miss this place more than we thought. High school has felt like a huge part in our lives, but that chapter has ended and new ones will begin. After all the great high school experiences, we must be thankful for a lot of people, for it was our friends and the staff that made Central A&M more than just a school. We made it something we wanted to be a part of. We are grateful for the friendships that grew, for organizations, classes, or lunch in the cafeteria. Grateful for the friends that told us it's okay to be unique. The friends that blow up our phones with funny videos. But most of all, a great person to be around, to make every day full of joy and excitement. You're the friends that refuse to give up on us, the friends that carried us across bridges we couldn't cross alone, and taught us that it is okay to make mistakes as long as we learn from them. A shoulder to cry on, and a pedestal to lift us up at our lowest. And, as a class, we all picked each other up when we were at our lowest. When we lost our friend, a caring, loving soul who would light up any room he walked into. As we wrap up our time here, we realize that Keegan has made his difference in the world. By the donation of his organs, he saved 9 people's lives. He has set the bar high for the rest of us to make a difference. And I know we can live up his legacy he left in his class. Remember to hold your friends close, as you don't know what tomorrow will bring. We are also grateful for our teachers and the faculty and staff that guided us for the past 4 years. You are the ones that inspired us to be curious, the ones that made learning enjoyable. You're the ones that made us want to find the answer, and the mentors that helped us discover our passions. You helped us tear down the boundaries we had fearfully built around ourselves, and encouraged us to take the first step, even when we couldn't see the whole staircase. Thank you for reading our sometimes awful papers, for grading our less than perfect math tests, and for always answering our seemingly endless questions. And most of all, thank you for believing in us, even when we did not believe in ourselves. It is your example of compassion and selfless dedication that will forever leave an imprint on our minds and our hearts. We are grateful for our families and loved ones, those of you who have carried us through the last 4 years and voluntarily put up with us for our entire lives. And we are thankful for our parents who followed us around with cameras for the majority of our childhood and cried or celebrated as they drove away on our first day of high school. You parents were the first teachers of our moral character by words and by actions. You're the ones that saw the importance of giving us an education and giving us something that can never be taken away from us. It's because of your sacrifices, both big and small, that we have been given the tools to grow as students, but also grow as individuals. As we take our first steps into the real world, remember to be yourself. Be your own person in life, and you will find happiness. Look around. Everyone here is unique and special. Everyone has their own talents and goals for their lives. As graduates, we must find what talents we have and use them for good. Use them to succeed in your life as a son or daughter, brother or sister, or even as a parent of your own someday. Work hard, but don't forget to look for the good in every day. There could be many things going wrong, but there will always be something good in life. And if you focus on that one good thing, everything will clear up and be better. You're not guaranteed the next day or hour or even the next breath. We all know that for our time here. Every day is a new adventure, so find something good about it and build on it. We survived these long 13 years of schooling. There have been lots of good memories, and graduation is for remembering those good times. But high school is just 4 years. These next 4 years will look a lot different. Whether you go to college, a trade school, the military, or right into the workforce, we can all make a difference. We have the rest of our lives ahead of us to accomplish things like getting a degree, a good career, and a family. Whatever you do, make it your best effort and change lives for the good. This world could be a cruel place, but I believe the Central A&M class of 2025 will make it better. Thank you. God bless you.
ask the student and parents to stand and be honored. The following Raider Nation senior is entering into the armed forces. Brooklyn Noel Smedley, daughter of Doug and Bianca Smedley, United States Air Force. Brooklyn, we want to show you your brothers and sisters in arms. At this time, we ask all those in attendance who are serving or have served in the armed forces to please stand and be honored with Brooklyn. All please stand. Okay, boys and girls, it is now story time. Before we hand you your diploma and send you on your way to rock this world, Uncle Charlie here is going to take you on a little trip through life. This story will talk about love, the future, getting the absolute most out of your life. To me, life is a journey full of choices, decisions, opportunities and pitfalls, wonderful delights, and bitter disappointments. And since I love to eat, I am obviously speaking that life is an all-you-can-eat buffet. At this stage in your life, we're going to put you at the start of the buffet. You're going to be making adult decisions and finding out that it's not as easy as you think it is. Obviously, you're at the salad end of the buffet. People tell you that it's good for you. Go ahead, eat salad. Here's a little note. Nobody really likes salad. They pretend to like it because it's good for you. All the while, you're giving a little side eye to those nice steaming entrees and main dishes. That's what you really want. It's down the road. My advice to you here is to go ahead and pick out a few things. Try them. This might be the right path after all. Or it might not be the right path. Perhaps that good-looking cherry tomato is rotten in the middle. Right now, you may not have an idea of what life has to offer, but you might. You don't really know. Perhaps one of you young ladies will go off to the big city, that incredible job opportunity. However, through an unbelievable twist of fate, you have to come back to Assumption to take over your father's business because he fell ill. He can't run his business. Completely by chance, you run into a classmate from the class of 2025. A fine young man. He's a farmer who stayed in Moequa. Did you hate each other in high school? Yes, you did. Amazing coincidence after amazing coincidence happens. You somehow end up together. You probably seal it with a kiss under the mistletoe at the Knotty Pine. Are you going to end up together? Yes, you are. Because you tried a little salad, your life took this unexpected turn and became a Hallmark movie. On to the next part of the buffet, the entrees. What do you like? Steak, pasta, fried chicken. This part of your life is full. Your career is really rolling. You have kids, they grow up too fast. You branch out to a whole bunch of areas in your life. This makes me think of one influential man in my life. My mother married Papa Bob, as he came to be called by my children. He taught me a lot about this part of my life. He taught me how to love family, how to to love friends, how to truly care for people. A great part of the person I am, just like a great part of the person you are, goes down to just a few core people. My mother, my Aunt Laura, my father-in-law Leo, and Papa Bob. Papa Bob and I are also kindred spirits when it comes to buffets. You may have noticed I'm a tad overweight. I enjoy eating. Papa Bob put me to shame. The man loved to eat, so I'm going to give you the advice he would tell you. As you face the entrees in life, try it all. Of course, that doesn't mean everything's going to taste great. Sometimes those entrees in life leave a bitter taste. Maybe the ingredients were not fresh. It was ruined from the start. Perhaps too much salt. For Papa Bob, there were slip-ups too. Papa Bob's stomach was out here, bigger. Every time we went out to eat, something, a piece of steak, a shrimp, a glob of sauce would fall off his fork and land right at the top of his belly. Never failed. It was inevitable. It became known to our family as the Papa Bob steak. The entrees of life will have delicious moments, but there will be plenty of Papa Bob steaks. Don't let that stop you. Enjoy the main courses of life. And as you continue down the buffet, it is now a part of your life that's the sweet rewards, the desserts. You may think, oh, I have just a little bit. But let me tell you just how important a little bit can be. Let's consider the honeybee. A honeybee lives roughly 4 to 6 weeks. Each time it goes out of its hive on a collection trip, it will visit roughly 50 to 100 flowers. Its whole life is to produce honey. Yet, its whole life produces less than a teaspoon of honey. So next time you have a spoonful of dessert, think of the honeybee. What was just one bite to you was that bee's life. Every life has a worth. The sweet reward for me is a time to look both forward and to reflect. Reflecting back, I want for you what I've had this past 10 years. I pray that you are able to be in a career that you truly love. I pray that you are surrounded by people that you can truly love. And I pray that you live in a community that you can truly love. I have been blessed and honored to be a colleague to incredible staff members and a principal to around 1,000 students that I wouldn't trade for the world. And those 3 that I would trade for a stick of gum. You can decide who they are. Looking forward, I'm savoring my new role as Papa. Anastasia Rose is the only one here. She's right over there. She's the only one who has permission to cry. As you enter this stage of your life, may you have all the sweet desserts that you can. This brings up one more point that I want to make sure you understand. As I age, I have encountered people who are at the end of their lives. One thing I've noticed about the somber moments is that the dying want those who love them around them. They want to feel the comfort of family. They desire love. They do not call out for trophies or money or recognition. Now don't get me wrong, those are great things to try to accomplish in life. And you should go out and chase all you want. Go for it. But those things will never never replace love. You have a great start. A lot of people in this gym tonight truly love you forever. The time has come to leave you with a few more pieces of wisdom. Over my 59 years, I've found these to be the keys to life. Denzel Washington said, "You meet people for a reason. Either you need them to change your life, or you're the one that will change their life." Remember that. I also want to remind you not to take yourself too seriously. Make sure you can laugh at yourself. If you're looking for a career where it's impossible to please everyone, you can become a high school principal. But none of us are perfect. None of us get through life unscathed. Laugh at your own expense before others have the chance. Whatever you do, wherever you go, make it better when you arrive. The class of 2025, if you've had your shares of ups and downs, no doubt. You're great people. I told you in the classroom before we came out here, I can't think of a better class to go out with. The mark of a great person is to lift others up. Keep lifting those up around you. Lift them up to heights they never thought they would reach. Make sure to give faith a chance, and don't be afraid to love others. Make sure you enjoy the salads, the entrees, and the desserts of life's buffet. Just be careful and be ready for the Papa Bob stands. God bless the class of 2025. At this time, we would like to recognize the parents and grandparents of the graduates here tonight. Would all parents and grandparents please stand to be recognized? I apologize for turning this into a Catholic service. Up and down. Sorry about that. At this time, I would also like to thank senior class sponsors, Mrs. Angie Smith, Mr. McGarry Degula, Counselor Mrs. Erica Taylor, yearbook sponsor Mrs. Mary Run, custodians Mr. Lauren Christian, Mr. Michael Mars, and my incredible assistant Mrs. Julie Rowe, for making sure everything is in order, to steaming the graduation gowns, to the setup of the programs. They're the ones that make tonight happen. I just take pictures. They make it happen. They deserve a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to read the names and presentation of diplomas. Please take into consideration this is a dignified ceremony. Each and every student and each and every family have earned the right to clearly hear each graduate's name as it is announced. Please do not have a loud outburst that may rob someone of hearing a graduate's name. I promise you, you will have time at the end to be as loud as you wish. And now, seniors, these are the official words you've been waiting to hear. Superintendent Mrs. Sasha Young, Board President Mr. Josh Bergner, members of the Board of Education of Central A&M Community Unit District Number 21. I certify that the 42 students seated here have fulfilled the graduation requirements as established by the Central A&M Community Unit District 21 and the state of Illinois. At this time, they are presented to you for recognition of these achievements. It is our honor to present diplomas to the Central A&M High School graduating class of 2025. Garrett Logan Dorsey. Becca Deanna Dunnicky. Lady Michelle Dunnicky. Logan Michael Garcia. Drew Henry Gerhold. Gwyneth Claire Hardiman. Jacob Michael Harris. James Thomas Jenkins. Avery Evan Jordan. Keegan Daniel Kelly. Nathan Leroy LaHue. Sylvia Ann Lauer. Gage Joseph McKinney. Landon Michael McKinney. Natalie Marie Myers. Jacqueline Michelle Moore. Jocelyn Michelle Moore. Sean Thomas Myers. Mark Ryan Neese. Holly Renee Parody. Michael William Joseph Price. Sophia Elizabeth Rowe. Ryan Bradley Roadcliffe. Peyton Jean Schinsler. Miley Jean Sieben. Trinity Monique Sloan. Brooklyn Noel Smedley. Avery Michael Smith. Hyla Brianne Smith. Emma Grace Snow. Titan Lynn Priester. Ida Rose Lynn Wade. Brandon Scott Waller. Aiden James White. Matthew Wells White. Lindy Noel Woods. Olivia Danielle Yelker. You can be loud now. Randy is a real. Okay. You did make it. Okay, I'm glad you made sure. We call to the front Senior Class President Olivia Younker, who will lead the class in the moving of the tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, the 33rd graduating class from Central A&M High School, the class of 2000.